Hey guys, and welcome to By Any Means Necessary. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about Brexit and the fishermen. Um, I suppose we'll just start there, Brexit and the fishermen. You know, I've just seen an interview, with Jacob Rees-Mogg and Nigel Farage. And where Nigel Farage was warning Jacob Rees-Mogg that he should go nowhere near the fishermen for now because, they might not be too pleased with him. Well, I will say, I told you so. The fishermen, right? Nobody cares about you guys, right? This is the problem. You guys really thought that Jacob Rees-Mogg and Boris Johnson and Nigel Farage really cared about you. Understand, yeah, those are rich people. Yeah. Jacob Rees-Mogg lives in a house that's bigger than motherfucking Buckingham motherfucking Palace. Have you seen Jacob Rees-Mogg's house that he lives in? Right. And let me tell you something else about Jacob Rees-Mogg. He bought a London property for around, I think, 5.5 million. Right. A couple of, not too far away from the House of Parliament, yeah, for 5.5 million, right, where he does a job in the House of Parliament for £70,000 a year. Just let that sink in. Right? Because how much people really, and these are the people who you think have got your back. You think that Jacob Rees-Mogg, Boris Johnson and Nigel Farage have your back. Why would you think they have your back? Right? You have allowed racism to cloud your judgment. Right? And now what's happened is these guys have fucked you over. You have no access to the Norwegian fishing market and waters anymore, right? So all the fish, the cod and whatever else that we buy in our shops for our fish supper on a Friday, the Norwegians have just taken it. I mean, look at it in this way, yeah. You've got a family to feed. They've also got families to feed, right? Why should they allow you to come into their market when they can say, well, you know what, actually, you're going to buy the fish off of us anyway? Because, you can try and get your embargo, but it's not really going to get anywhere because you know what these people of this country are like. Yeah, you know exactly what they're really like. When it comes down to it, on a Friday, they want their fish supper with some mushy peas. Okay? So the embargo is just going to probably be just you guys, just you guys, just the fishermen. I'm with you. I'm with you guys all the way. Yeah, I'm with you because because I'm for the workers. I'm working class myself, just like you. Unlike, actually, hold on. I should say no. I am metropolitan, middle class, elite. Okay, understand that, right? But Jacob Rees-Mogg, yeah, he's elite, right? Yeah, because to be more elite than Jacob Rees-Mogg, yeah, you'd have to be Prince motherfucking Charles. And even Prince Charles does look at Jacob Rees-Mogg and say, you know what? that bitch right there, yeah. That bitch right there is a little bit too posh for me. That's what Prince Charles is saying. Okay? So don't be fooled by, well, actually, you've been fooled by these people. And, I'm here to say that I told you so. Right? I told you so. That this was going to be the result. You guys bankrupt. Jacob Rees-Mogg, Boris Johnson, Nigel Farage. Nigel's got a nice couple of houses. I believe he's got one in Chelsea and one in Kent, something like that. You know what I mean? So, these guys here are wealthy. Right? You are working class like me. Okay? And these people, they don't care. They care as much about your interests as they do mine. Okay? I'm going to let you into a little secret now. Right? For them, white working class people are niggers. Okay? Understand that. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Because that's what they think of you. They don't want anything from you. All they want is your vote. Other than that, do you think Jacob Rees-Mogg has got a minute of time for you? I've got loads of time for you. I want to socialise with you. Okay? I like you. Jacob Rees-Mogg doesn't like you. Those people, right, would not piss on you if you was on fire. Okay? Trust me. Wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire. Nigel Farage, right, would go the opposite way if you was on fire. He wouldn't even call the fucking fire brigade for you. Okay? That's what the truth is about these guys. Right? I would douse you the motherfucker out. I'd throw water on you, I'd roll you in, I'd roll you over, right? To stop you from burning. They wouldn't. They'd leave you. Right? They'd just leave you. Trust me. So put in all your faith in these people. You see where it's put you. You know, do you understand? Yeah, and I mean, you know, this week, you know, we've had the, you know, holiday gate, you know, with you know Dominic Raab on holiday while, you know, the people of Afghanistan, while all the interpreters in Afghanistan are getting murdered by the Taliban, but Dominic Raab is on holiday, like, you know, he's like, you know, what's his face from America who went to Cancun while his whole region was flooding or something like that, one of them American senators. But, you know, Dominic Raab's the same, and Boris Johnson as well. But, you know, I have to say that Boris Johnson, I mean, he has been very busy, hasn't he? He's been busy fucking this country up, right? You know, if you look at, like, I mean, the financial services, you know, because this country, yeah, used to handle over half of the EU's financial services, and right now it's down to about 5%. So do you understand how many billions that is? And they're not saying anything to you. What have they said? They've said nothing about this. Nothing at all. All right? All this money, billions and billions and billions, lost out of the city. Right? Trillions gone in derivatives. Do you know something? I have no clue what the fuck a derivative is. Right? But I do know if it's in trillions, right, then it's serious. Okay, that's what I do know, right? And, you know, so all of this information being hidden away. I mean, the media's not talking about it. The media's not talking about the amount of loss that's come out of the city. The media's not telling you about the European Medical Agency that left this country, right, and have gone set up in Holland, I believe, right? You know, or Hitachi was building 3 factories in this country, right? And now I believe that they've, you know, to build trains for the EU. But now I believe after Brexit they've moved that now to Italy, I believe. I believe it's Italy, something like that. But, you know, they've moved it to an EU country, right? Which, you know, I think it was somewhere in the northeast. So that obviously that's a lot of jobs, right, for, you know, our fellow citizens, right, that are not going to get, they're not going to get those jobs now because those jobs are gone. They're gone to Italy, you know. So, you know, it's very worrying times. As I said, Boris Johnson, obviously he needs a holiday because he, you know, and then you look at the farming industry. He, you know, he's helping to destroy that. So if we look, so the fishing industry, right, he's fucked that over, right. Financial services. Right, they're not telling you about financial services, but trust me, financial services has been ruined in this country. And, you know, the city of London, right, the oldest financial services industry in the world, and Boris Johnson has destroyed it. But they're not telling you this. Don't know why. Well, I suppose why, because. Well, actually, I don't know why. I can't tell you. I don't know why. I'm not even going to try and make anything up because I don't know why they're not telling you. Because they should be telling you. Because all of this is going to be absolutely catastrophic for this country. You know, so, you know, where do we go from here? Where does the City of London go from here? I'm surprised that, you know, that a lot of the city bankers aren't, you know, shouting, and people in financial services aren't shouting on the rooftops about this, because, you know, they should be on the TV. They should be like making YouTube videos. I have seen that 1 or 2 YouTube videos that have been made by people from the city. But, you know, for me, you know, I mean, you know, this should be being told a lot more. And then we've got like the, you know, the law, you know, the European, you know, it's £5 or £6 billion that's going to be lost from, you know, in work that our law companies in this country used to take on for the EU, right? I can't remember the actual name of the actual agreement itself, but, you know, obviously we're locked out of it now, right? Lugano or something like that, right? But we're obviously locked out of it now, and it's £5 or £6 billion, right? So, so that's going to have a massive knock-on effect for companies up the city. I mean, yeah, so and there's going to be so many more things that we're locked out of, for not being in the EU. I don't know about you guys, but I think of my fellow citizens when these things are happening. Even you racist motherfuckers, right, who voted for Brexit, right, and now look at what you've done to this country. Just look what you've done. Empty shelves. We haven't got enough drivers to drive our food around, right? With they're going to put on 2,000 apparently army, from the army, but 2,000 is they still need another, I believe, 98,000 drivers short after the 2,000 what they bring on. I know the army is fantastic, right? But if you notice, every single time Boris Johnson is in charge of something, the army has to be called in. Every single time. London Olympics, Boris Johnson took over from Ken Livingstone and managed to fuck up the whole security. Next thing, I'm in the heart. I was over in Greenwich. I'm standing there talking to flipping sailors. Sailors. In the heart of flipping London. Right? I was talking to an admiral with the big hat and everything. Virtually in the heart of London. I've never seen sailors in London. Never. Right? Yeah, loads of sailors. Just unbelievable. But every time Boris Johnson does something, the army has to come in to help him out. So, But, as I say, I think that's a bit excessive for my rant now. So I'm going to sign out. Well, if you stayed right till the end, thank you so much. Right, so I'm going to tune out now. This is By Any Means Necessary. I'm the MC John Ribs, and I'll see you soon.